Hi, my friends, it's Bridget. I'm going to make a dragonfly out of my Liberty fabric. And I should say I'm going to attempt to make a dragonfly because I'm not sure how this is going to work out. This is one of my all-time favorite Liberty fabrics. I absolutely love it. I'm going to use that. I have some wire here. I have my glue gun, my mini glue gun. I have some parchment paper, scissors. I pulled out a bunch of supplies and I am going to see if I can do this. And I pulled out a scrap piece of just Warm and Natural, and I'm going to use that as my base, and then I want to try to cover it. So that's my plan here today, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it's going to work out. Thanks for joining me. The first thing I went ahead and did was I cut 4 pieces of 10-inch wire and 1 piece of 14-inch. Now, this is floral wire in white. I think it's pretty standard as it comes, but if I was going to say a gauge that this was, I'm going to guess maybe around 28. I'm not sure. I think it really would work with any kind of wire as long as it's not too hard to use with your hands. You don't want to overdo it with your hands. So I'm going to try it with this wire here. And the long one I'm going to set aside for the moment. That I am going to use for my body. This one, these 4, I am going to use for my wings. And I am just going to take, this is a cylinder from my Fimo clay work that I like to get involved with as well. And I am just going to do a fold in half, roughly. And I am just going to give this a twist at the end, leaving myself about 1 inch because I want to be able to put these on my body. So these are my wings. Now on a dragonfly, I know that the top wings are smaller. I should say they're narrower and a bit longer. The bottom wings are broader and a bit shorter. So I'm going to try to attempt to make that happen here. So let me get these wires finished up here. And I'm not going to worry so much about being anatomically correct on my bug here because I just want to see if I can make this happen. So there's one already. They're already a little different, but those are certainly, now I have to try to make these a little broader. Now, whether I can do that or not, I don't know. Let's see how I can do that. I'm going to just bring it out like this a little bit. Maybe that'll work. Okay. As I said, I'm just going to see if I can get this to happen here first because I want to see if I can get the fabric to. I don't even need this little tool maybe. Just drop that down a little here. Okay, so that's broader. These are narrower. I'm just going to go with this on the fly. So now what I want to do, I have my glue gun all ready to go. Don't want to burn myself here because I always do that with my hot glue. So I'm going to get this guy over here. It's heated up. And I want to just get these to lay flat. So let me see if I can get this to work. So I am just going to take my glue gun and go around on top of this wire. And then I'm going to take a piece of parchment And I'm going to push it down, though, so I don't burn myself. I think I'll use that. So let me go ahead and do that. Now I need to get my fabric onto my wings. And, I'm wondering if I just do this, if I put glue on top here and then put this on top, and then I'll be able to cut it out. I wonder how that will go. I'm going to try it, so let me do that. Okay, so there might be a better way to do this, but I'm going to try to cut these apart. I can feel the wire in there. I know you can't see it, but I can feel it. So let me see how difficult it is to cut one of these wings out with my scissors. Let's see, I have my curved scissors here. I can feel the wire. Okay. Okay, so it's proving to not be that difficult, even though you can't see it. But that's one of the wings. So, okay, let me proceed and cut those out. And then I'm going to need to glue these because I want them two-sided. So let me go ahead and cut the rest of these out. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened, but I wasn't getting my footage recorded. So I'm just going to sum up what I did. I cut these out and then I laid them on that other piece of the face mask piece, and I just glued them down on the other side when it was just the batting and did the same process, and it really came out very nice, I think. And it was very easy. You could feel the wire inside. As I said, even though you can't see the wire, you can feel it very easily, and the scissors can feel it. So it was very easy, and it came out well, I think. So, and then in the meantime, I built up my thorax and created my body just by bending the wire, that 14-inch piece of wire. It was very easy. I just twisted it. And this is not going to be the only one of these that I do, so I will revisit that part if anyone's interested. I think we all get the idea. We just want to have a body that I can cover in fabric, and I want to get my wings on there. But then I was like, oh goodness, they have little round heads. They have really big eyes. So I found this little wool ball in my stash, and I think I'm going to put that on there. Now I cut it open with my scissors just like this because I wanted to get in there, and I'm just going to put it on that loop like that. and glue it. But first I want to wrap my body, my thorax, in fabric, and I have my strips here, so I don't want to use that one. That has batting on it. So I have my strips, but I also need to think about how I want to get my wings on here. Now the wings, I said I wasn't going to get anatomically correct about it, and I still won't, but the wings are actually on the back of the dragonfly. There is a body underneath when you look at them. So I want to figure out how I can get these on top, but then I still have to cover my body in. Oh, they're cute. So I'm wondering if I should get these all wrapped together, is my thinking. Got my little head, and then I can wrap my whole body. So I'm almost wondering, that's what I think I'm going to try and do, is take these wings and see how I like them as far as, let's see. I mean, both sides are pretty. I don't think, oh, do I like that side better? I'm not sure. Oh, goodness. So I need to decide that and get them all intertwined. That's really pretty. So now I think I'm just going to take these two. Maybe I'll open this up a little bit because I have the wire to work with. Let's untwist this. Trying to work smarter, not harder. And then I'm just going to take this one wire. Okay, got that one. Nope, it still came up. Maybe that was the other one. Let me do that. I'm liking the glue gun, I will say. And the parchment paper. When you want to have an, except it is kind of pulling at me. That's funny. Okay. See, what I think is going to be nice about these is that you're going to be able to position the wings. So let's see. Now I want to get these on there. I probably didn't give myself enough wire on this one, so I'm going to put this one on here next. Let's see how this goes. And then I can untwist this, maybe. And maybe I should have given myself more wire. I could. So that's that. I'm going to bring this wire up through. And hopefully, oh, that looks good. I feel like that looks good. Now I have to decide how I'm going to get it onto my body here. I could just glue it. Need to decide if I want, okay, my body is there. Okay, and then, oh, that's cute. And then I'll have my little head. Oh, it's really cute. All right, well, let me cover my body in fabric. And then I can touch up the body with more fabric through the wings and do like a figure 8. And now these wings seem pretty sturdy, but I will be gluing them on as well. So let me wrap my body in my Liberty strips here and make a cute little body covered in the strips, and then I'll get my wings on and we'll be almost done. I've got this piece of embroidery floss on a needle. It's pretty green. It just happened to be threaded up, so it's meant to be. And I want to get this set of wings onto my dragonfly here. So I think first off, I'm just keeping the head on there so I can see how I want it to go. I'm just going to do a loop. That's all I did, was a loop around the wings. And I think I'm just going to do a figure 8. Just trying to, want to see where I want my wings to be. I think once I get my wings, I think I'm going to do a dab of glue. So, okay. I'm going to make a decision. I can manipulate my head after. So I like the way this body looks here. It's nice and plump there. So I'm going to go with that. And now I'm just going to take a dab of glue to help me. Try to get that wire down there. Get a piece of parchment and hold it down for a minute, because I think that'll help me with the fiddly part, because it is a little fiddly. But for the first one, I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm not going to be so hard on myself. I'm going to try to just go with it. So now I'm just bringing this around, and it's a pretty color green, so I'm not going to worry. I'm just doing a figure 8. So I think I'm just going, it's pretty much on there. I'm going to just seal this off here. Tie my knot. It's pretty. I don't mind that. I love the embroidery floss combined with it. So I'm just going to take this and finish it off. I'll just do one more knot. It's always good. There we go. Okay. So my little guy, my wings are on. Putting my needle away over here so I don't lose it. And here are my, so now I think all I need to do is take a strip. I put this strip up here because it's a longer strip and I can do my same figure 8 process. And the wings are above like I wanted them to be. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I need to just cover my wire and just make that a little tidier maybe. Let's see, this has a little bit of a, everything's fiddly today. The camera's fiddly, Bridgie's fiddly. Okay, I'm just going to get that in there a little bit. And I'm just going to start by doing this. Okay. Just give that a minute with my parchment. Okay. And now I'm just going to do a figure 8 back and forth with this. And I have some trimming to do, that's okay. But once everything's really tidied up, I can actually start moving my wings to where I want them to be. So, oopsie. So I am going to get this going here. Get a little bit of glue down there. Put a little bit up here. I really want the wings to be on, and I think they're going to be after the thread, after the glue. Okay. I'm going through. Now I'm going to come up through here. With my strip, I don't want it to twist. Coming down. Okay. I'm going to flip this guy over. I'm just getting it as secure as I can. I think it would be fun to add some legs to my dragonfly. I can't decide. So I have this wire. This is 18 gauge, and then this is the really fine wire. I'm worried that the fine wire won't be enough to keep it standing, but I'm going to try. So they have 6 legs. So I'm going to give myself some extra wire here because I have a feeling I can always cut it off if I need to. So I'm going to do 16 inches, and I'm going to straighten this wire. These nylon wire pliers are very handy. They straighten wire, so you can start off with a straight piece. I will say leave it on the spool when you're straightening so you have something to work against. So another piece, I'm going to do 3 pieces of 16. Again, I'm just straightening that wire. So they're not exact, that's okay. I'm going to trim them at the end. That's 2. And I can always take this off if I need to. So just experimenting here, having fun, trying something new. Okay. It's a little, a little squirrely. Okay. The pieces probably don't need to be this big. So now I'm going to take them and just half them. There we go. And now all I'm going to do is drop them in between my wings. Right here. And I'm just going to flip this over and go around like that. So I'm doing 1. I'm going to do another set over the back, making sure not to cross over. So I'm going to flip it over. Again, go this way and go that way. And then one more time. This way. And this way. Okay, so now I have my legs. First, I'm going to just take a dab of glue from my little glue gun and put a little bit right there. I don't want to have the bulk underneath. That's why I'm not twisting this. So I'm just want them on there. There's not a lot of weight to this little gal here. So then maybe what I can do, yeah, that's kind of nice. These can come out front. These can be in the back a little bit and do that. Okay, so now, and I feel like the little front legs are used for helping it eat. And I was watching some videos because you go down these rabbit holes, and I did not even realize that the dragonfly is over 300 million years old and used to be over a meter. A meter is 3 feet. Okay. So that's a kind of scary thought. All right, so we've got those. I'm just going to cut these back ones the same because I don't know. I need to do some more dragonfly anatomy research. I absolutely love how this dragonfly came out. I had a plan in my head, something in my imagination, and it's just lovely. It came together. I got some legs on, which I was not thinking about. The little antennas are awfully cute. And I'm just really, really thrilled. It was so much fun to play with something different, and so excited to elaborate on this idea of making some other creatures with wire armatures underneath. I've done some of that with little felt people, which is awfully fun, but never an insect. Now I want to make other insects. I was thinking maybe a hummingbird, but that might be I probably should make another dragonfly first. Maybe I should do that. So thanks so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you got something out of the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Really helps out. And I know this was a little different, but I love doing different things on my channel, and that's really what this is all about, is experimenting. And there'll always probably be the common theme of fabric because I'm a textile girl. I don't see that changing at this point in my life. And I will be doing some other sewing videos too, so please stay tuned. Until next time, have fun out there. Bye.